My name is Syed Mohammad Sagar, and this is for my cloud-based web application assignment 2. Okay. So first I'll start Docker. This will start up my database, my Postgres SQL, my instrumentation, etc. As you can see, I'm on a AWS Linux EC2 Linux machine. Okay. So my web app has started. So over here, I couldn't add a Lambda function to create dynamic pages, but instead I added a Lambda function, which calls on, I added a simpler version of the Lambda function. You can see if you click on it, this message is sent from AWS and it's shown in this code. Over here, yeah, you can see over here, this calls upon the AWS's Lambda function. It's just some dummy code that says this message. CWA was very informative subject, but assignment 2 was hard. Okay, so now this is my courtroom game builder. Over here, I can set up my username, set one. I can manually set the timer. And then the teacher or user can install buggy code and the correct answers. There must be 5 answers, and the system won't let you start the game without inputting all 5 answers, all 5 questions and their respective answers. You can even repeat the same question twice. That won't be a problem. But as long as there are 5 questions. So I'll play the game. Yeah. Correct answers. I'll repeat the same question again. Okay. Then click on build game. And if I start the game, the timer will start. So if my game is not complete within this time, I would be sent to a courtroom and my game would fail. So as I complete every 15 seconds, I get these notifications. And if I get urgent notifications and I don't respond to those, I also get sent to the courtroom. I'll show you. Okay. Yeah, ignore this. And the messages get sent every 15 seconds. Okay, I ignored the game over and I was sent to a courtroom, but my record was still saved to the database. I go back to the builder and inspect. My game completion was saved to the database. So if I'll show you the CRUD operations that that I can use to access my database from console. So over here I can so I can also view my database over here. So my latest report was added, SAD1, 1057, and I can also access that from my console log. Yeah, it's over here. You can also create new inputs. Okay, and I can also fetch that. to the test user ID 10. Uh, you can just also update this. Let's show me the read function. Here's the update. Update. Let's see, but response this time. And I can also delete. Yep. So these are all my CRUD operations. Also generate my Lighthouse report. Meanwhile, that's loading. I'll show you my playwright tests. I run that. Yes. This is end-to-end test, which runs both the playwright tests. Um, yes, yeah. So over here is the two game builder test and gameplay test. Okay. Okay, my playwright test failed for some reason. Okay. Here's my Lighthouse report. You can see the performance is very low basically. And also this is the Jmeter test. Set up Jmeter. Put 15 users and test their connection. You can see there are 30 total. We are on 15, 100%, 0% error, 100% success rate. The throughput is 7.9 seconds. And there is a, yeah, here it is. And on the function, operations. So my also, so regarding user feedback, I showed this game builder function and the gameplay function to a teacher and a friend of mine. So the teacher had said that basically, like if there was an option to save the game or like an option which would manually create the challenges themselves without their need to put the code in buggy code and the correct answers themselves, that would be better in terms of the teacher's opinions. And for the player's opinion, they had suggested that the player name should be moved to the play game function. Their name should pop up after it is given over here. And they also said that it would be better if like uh, they had also mentioned if like there was more options to like when I build the game, if there was like more uh, a better UI, that's also like such that was also suggested by them. And pretty much that's it for my assignment. Okay, so the only reason the playwright test did not work at first is because some dependencies weren't installed in the EC2 machine. So I've installed them. And if I run the playwright test again, all of them should work. Meanwhile, that's working. I'll show you the Jaeger ray tracing. So over here, you can see all the traces are here, all the GET requests and API services and everything. And Okay. Show report should also be generated. See, all of them work. If I go to Jaeger right now, faces all of them should show up. API services, all of them. Yep, so all of them show up over here. And that's pretty much it for my assignment. Thank you so much.